It is said that sometimes the greatest gifts come from strange places. Whether it's at the massage parlor or on a Boy Scout camping trip, sometimes the most unexpected people rise to the occasion. Everyone knows that Christmas is a magical time of year, which is why it should be to no one's surprise that such a magical tale should take place on a rainy, dreary, typical afternoon in a place known as Portland, Oregon. Our story begins in a magical former crack den known as Small Town Failure Studios, where the three heroes of this tale are lazily preparing for the company Christmas party. Our first hero, Seth, sat hungover in a lawn chair in the break room, depressingly perusing a sticky-paged pornographic magazine and drinking away his last bit of feelings for the day. Our second hero, his brother Jake, was prancing around in his 3 sizes too small footy Christmas pajamas, decorating a somehow dead plastic Christmas tree with drooling glee. Our final hero, Alex, was in the back room committing crimes against nature using chipmunks, anesthesia, and a rusty spoon.
God damn it.
Alex, use a Christmassy swear.
What's up, Alex? How's it going with that prototype for PetSmart?
Well, that's the last time I use a little golden book as a mammalian anatomy reference.
What's wrong?
Stop that. You'll tear your stitches.
I didn't know chipmunks had that much blood, but red's a Christmas color.
I just knew that the chipmunk centipede was gonna be the next Tickle Me Elmo. Oh well, maybe next year. God bless you, little guys. Anyways, what are you guys doing? These Christmas decorations look like shit.
Alex, we were decorating for the Christmas party.
No, I wasn't.
I was decorating for the Christmas party. Look at all the tinsel.
Jake, that's just Kleenex you drew on with a red Sharpie. You literally just unraveled a ball of yarn and threw it on the shitty plastic Christmas tree.
That's 'cause it's hard. Aren't you excited for the party, though?
Fuck, I'm not even coming. It's just gonna be you and your stuffed animals again, Jake. Sorry.
Well, holly jolly fuck you.
Guys, come on. It's Christmas Eve. I got 3 gallons of 2 buck chuck, and Alex is calling in escorts later tonight. Come on.
Yay! Christmas is gonna come early. Like always.
I'm not buying any hookers.
Well, what the fuck? No hookers? Literally the worst booze money barely buys. No one's coming to our shitty party. We aren't even coming to our shitty party. Well, what the hell are we gonna do on Christmas Eve?
Just then, in a bright flash of Christmas cheer, the Necronomicon appeared at their feet.
Well, no shit. How about that?
Oh, fuck. Is that what I think it is?
Bound in foreskin, glowing eyes. I'd say it's the best Christmas gift anyone could ever get.
Wait a minute. Didn't the Necronomicon make Santa do bad things to a Mennonite family last year?
No, Jake. The Necronomicon saved Christmas. That's how we're remembering it.
Oh then. Hooray!
Atta kid, Jake.
Well, no one's dead. Recently. What do you want to do with it?
I don't know yet. Let's take a little looky. Let's see. Summon Terror Reed? No. Burn the souls of the unbaptized? No. Make Ohio a state? No. Got it. Time travel.
All right, there's no way we should ever have the power to go back in time. But wait a minute. Yeah, we can go back in time. Right, all the many wrongs we've loosed upon this earth. This is it, guys. This is our one chance at redemption.
Yeah, I guess we could go back and do all that boring fucking stuff. Or, being Christmas Eve and all, we could go back and see the birth of Christ.
Oh, you're serious?
Dude, think about it. It's like the Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao fight of Christmases.
I didn't know you watched the UFC, Alex.
The fuck is UFC? Anyways, I've got the book. Seth is too drunk to make a decent argument as to why this is a bad idea. And Jake, just put on real clothes, bust out your Toby Keith yarmulke, 'Cause we're going to fucking Bethlehem.
20 minutes of trying to convince Jake to remove his silly Christmas pajamas. Alex read the magical enchantment.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's see. The ants go marching one by one. Hurrah! Oh, what the fuck?
And with those spellbound words, Alex, Jake, and Seth had taken their first steps in the biggest journey of their lives.
A Lifetime original movie. Holly was just your everyday high-class escort.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just said I'd hang with you, not touch your junk.
But you're an escort. That just means I pay more to have you touch my junk.
Oh, yeah? Well, I have a tragic backstory where I fought through drug addiction and an abusive ex-husband who used to beat me, and now I'm a struggling single mother just trying to find her way in the world.
I'll pay double.
Sold!
Watch as Holly falls for an undercover cop.
Wow. You're really not like the rest of them. You really seem to listen.
Could you repeat that directly into my vest pocket?
You do care!
When custody is on the line, what will Holly do to keep it?
Look, I'm a woman, so unless you have photographs of me literally pissing on my kid, I'm still getting custody.
Damn, she's got a perfect defense.
I'm sold. The whore keeps the kid. Merry Christmas. Court's adjourned.
Jenny McCarthy is Holly in the Lifetime original movie Have a Holly Christmas. It's time for Christmas Tips with Bill Slitman. Advent calendars are a great way to get in the Christmas spirit. A fun twist on this ancient Mayan tradition is to use bottles of liquor instead of candy. Whiskey's the only Christmas magic you need. And that was Christmas Tips with Bill Slitman.
With the Christmas powers of the Necronomicon, our three heroes arrived in the sands near a little inn outside of Bethlehem, 2,015 years before their own time. Though the journey was relatively brief, it left them shaken and more out of touch with reality than usual.
Whoa! I think I'm gonna...
Oh, calm down, Seth. You did the same thing when I made you watch Herbie Fully Loaded.
Where are we?
Jake, I think the more appropriate question is when are we?
No, it isn't. The sun is at a 30.5 degree angle. That means it's 6:72 a.m.
Jake, you never disappoint me. Hey, who are those three guys dressed in flamboyant robes?
Oh shit, insurgents! Everyone get down now!
What the hell are you rambling about?
We got insurgents! Everyone take cover! I'll lay down suppressing fire! Sorry!
What the hell did you do that for? And who gave you our goddamn handgun?
I did it for freedom. And Seth took a nap in the bathroom with an empty bottle, his will, and a gun, so I borrowed it. But I was gonna give it back.
Hey, I don't fuck with your Friday night rituals, Jake. Don't fuck with mine.
No, guys, it's cool. I'm a veteran.
Oh, bullshit! You've never been in the military. You held the gun sideways, for Christ's sakes. You've probably never even held a gun in your life.
Not a veteran? I lived through the 2 hours it took to watch American Sniper. I know what I'm doing.
Well, they're dead, so probably not gonna be needing their wallets anymore. Think the liquor stores are open yet?
Seth, it's about 1,500 years before liquor stores as you know them exist. So, probably not.
Well, then someone should be glad I brought a gallon of Old Crow mixed with Steel Reserve.
Yeah, you.
Yep. Well, what do I have on them?
Well, this guy has a box of tree sap. Maybe that's what passes for money here. It's like Canada.
Jake, I think that's frankincense.
This guy has a bunch of rocks.
Myrrh.
And this motherfucker got gold. I'ma get all the Bedlam bitches.
Wait a minute. Frankincense, myrrh, and gold. Where have I heard some fanciful tale about 3 fancy folks with those very particular 3 items? You know, guys, it just dawned on me, and this is a lazy hypothesis here, but maybe through Jake's careless abandon with the Second Amendment, he may have just murdered the 3 wise men who were supposed to meet the baby Jesus.
Oh, wow. I'm just like Lee Harvey Oswald, guys.
Jake, shut up. Seth, quit drinking. You guys know what this means, right?
There will be 3 less rolls than the Christmas play this year?
No, this means we're gonna have to put on their robes and deliver this stupid bullshit, minus the gold, to the baby Jesus.
Why the fuck would we do that? I mean, we don't even speak the same language as these people.
Fixing the timeline, blah, blah, blah. You fucked up by allowing Jake access to a gun. Seriously, you're worse than a disinterested stepdad. So it's your drunken duty to fix this mess. And also, it's like front row seats to the Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao hugfest. Now put on these bloody robes and let's boogie towards that bright star.
And with that, our 3 heroes got lost for 3 hours.
I suppose it all started with the snow. You see, it was a very special kind of snow. A snow that made the happy happier and the giddy even giddier. A snow that makes a homecoming homier and natural enemies friends. You see, it was our first snow of the season, and as any child can tell you, there's a certain magic in that very first snow. Unfortunately, it was December 1944, and this first snow was falling on the German countryside, where a tired squad of Allied Marines were hunkered down, awaiting the inevitable assault of Nazi soldiers defending their homeland. But when a first snow is also a Christmas snow, something wonderful is bound to happen.
All right, boys, listen up. I know it's Christmas Eve, so I've given out a double ration of cigarettes for the evening. Yeah, don't get your dicks in a twist. We're still down 5 men, and the last bit of intel we got says to be ready for a Kraut counter assault at any minute. Private Mason, you got first watch, and the rest of you celebrate quietly amongst yourselves.
Hey, Smithy, what are you doing over there?
Making a snowman. Nothing better to do.
That's dumb. Well, I got something for you.
What's that?
Yeah, it's an old silk hat I found. You know, one of them fancy top hats.
Where'd you get it?
I found it underneath that tree over there when I went to go take a leak.
Give it here.
Happy birthday!
Holy what the fuck is that? Shoot it! Shoot it dead now!
Hey, I said my first words. But wait, snowmen can't talk.
Say happy birthday in German, motherfucker!
I can't. I guess I speak the only language God approves of. Come on, what's the joke? Could I really be alive? I mean, I can talk, I can move, I can count to 10. 1, 2, 4, 8, 6, 2.
That's all I needed to hear. You're an American serviceman, all right.
What do you mean?
What's your name, Private?
Frosty. Frosty the Snowman.
Oh, yeah? Well, your name's Private Shitlumps right now. Don't you know the Nazis are just itching to sneak up and give you a friendly Deutschland kiss?
What's a Nazi?
Don't you know anything?
All right, have a seat, Shitlumps. See, after World War I, the German country was left destitute due mostly to post-war
Frosty sat patiently and listened as Sergeant Fox laid down the basic understanding of their horrible conflict. The Christmas snow kept falling as Frosty's big bright smile fell into a fearful, saddened crescendo.
6 million Jews as well as 2.7 million ethnic Poles. And of course, 4 million others who were deemed unworthy of life, including the disabled and mentally ill, Soviet prisoners of war, homosexuals, Freemasons, Jehovah's Witnesses, and Romani as part of a program of deliberate extermination.
Happy birthday?
What's your combat MOS? Are you a rifleman, a scout, a sniper?
No, I think I'm just a snowman.
Well, you're an infantryman now, shitlumps. I can't turn away an extra body with a crowd counterattack on the way.
Why don't we all just sit down and talk about our problems? Try and find ways to work together. It's Christmas Eve, and I'm willing to bet that Santa has a little magic that'll set things right as rain. Or snow.
What do you want to go up and hug every one of them Fritz sons of bitches? Kinda hard to do when a machine gun nest tears your asshole off your body and clear into next year. Listen here, shitlumps. The Nazis know only one language, and that's war. We got those fuckers on the ropes, but goddamn, they're not giving up an inch. So you better get with the fucking program and be ready to kill every last one of them filthy bastards who comes running over that hill.
But I'm just a snowman. I can't kill anybody.
And I used to be a school teacher. Booker used to own a daycare with his wife.
Oh shit! Place it down! The fuckers are coming!
That was loud. I want to go home. I want to go home to the North Pole.
Too fucking bad, shitlumps. Now pick up that Thompson. They're charging over the hill.
I don't know how. I don't want to do this.
See that trigger there? Pull the other end of the Nazi and pull it.
No, I don't. I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The intense firefight only lasted for an hour, but to Frosty the Snowman, it seemed to last decades. There must have been some magic in that silk hat they found, because when Frosty went to war, well, they say he never really came back.
Jesus fucking Christ. That was... I don't even know what the fuck that was.
Sarge, I was on the beaches in Normandy, and up until now, that had been the most grotesque carnage I'd ever seen. Until today. Until I met Frosty.
Where is he now?
Up there, on the hillside, on his throne of corpses. And, not that I'm volunteering here, but, I think, someone should maybe try talking to him.
Fuck that! I ain't going anywhere near that crazy son of a bitch.
I ain't doing it.
Oh, bullshit! You got seniority here. You're our CO. Shit, you're the one who recruited him, for Christ's sake. I was ready to shoot his head off as soon as he started spouting off a happy birthday and shit.
Hey, if I hadn't recruited him, we'd have been overrun for sure. There were at least 50 of them to the 5 of us, and if Frosty hadn't been there, it'd have been them having a holly jolly Christmas.
Oh yeah, a holly jolly Christmas, cowering in fear of a sentient snowman on a throne of dismembered Nazi corpses. That sentence shouldn't exist, Sarge!
Look, Sarge, no one's saying Frosty didn't save our asses. He did. But someone needs to go and check on him, and since you had such great luck turning him into a horrifying ice-cold death machine, maybe you'd have the best luck turning him back, huh?
Well, for Christ's sakes, fine. I'll take care of it. So, how's it going there, big guy?
Aren't you gonna call me shitlumps again?
Fuck no. See, that was just us giving you some shit. You earned your stripes in the fight, Frosty. We all respect you. Greatly now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. You did such a good job butchering the Nazis in unnatural and inhuman ways that, well, to be honest, we're a little pants-shittingly terrified of you now.
I just did what you told me to do, Sergeant. They came over the hill, so I hurt them till they stopped coming.
Fucking A, you did. Let me give you an example of why we might be terrified. Like, when you when you stabbed that bayonet through that 19-year-old soldier's gut and his blood melted your arm off your body, and yet it continued to just keep stabbing him with the rifle, yeah, that's indescribably unsettling.
That's just good old-fashioned Christmas magic.
Okay, true. After what I've seen you do, I'm willing to accept that as a reality. Here's another example. When you cut that other Nazi's face off while he was still alive, and put it over your own, that was a bit much, you know.
Sometimes it's fun to pretend.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Watching the blood drip off your face and seeing those dead, lifeless coal eyes staring out through the face of a twitching, dying man on the ground, that's fucked, Frosty. That's really fucked.
I don't understand.
You know, for as chaotic and obscene as war is on the surface, we still got rules. And yeah, that was pretty fucking barbaric.
Is there a rule against wearing someone else's face?
You know, Frosty, there isn't specifically a rule that says you can't, because no one until now really needed to be told not to do that.
Oh, is that bad?
Yeah, Frosty, that's bad. So we was thinking maybe you can take a rest for a bit, you know? Not do any fighting for a while, because frankly, you terrified the shit out of us.
I don't know what I am anymore. I can't take this.
Whoa, easy there, big guy. Put the gun down.
Just promise me, Sergeant, that when the bullet takes the hat off my head, you will burn it. You'll burn it and you'll tell no one what I've done.
Yeah. No problem there. Holy shit! Fucking wind blew that hat away. Oh well. Not like that hat will do anything by itself. The day's ours, man! Yay! Yeah!
Christmas is a time of memories. And memories of the 5 men plus Frosty are often forgotten. So this Christmas, remember Frosty, the Nazi Slayer. Merry Christmas.
Once again, it's Christmas Tips with Bill Slitman. Cooking a Christmas dinner is hard and rewarding work. So don't. And that was Christmas Tips with Bill Slitman.
When our heroes finally found their bearings, and after Seth was done vomiting up the Christmassy Old Crow and Steel Reserve cocktail, they made their way to a small stable near where they originally started.
You know, aside from the stabbing pain where I'm assuming my liver is, this drink really ain't so bad. We're making this a thing, guys. A drink called the Seth. Steel Reserve, mixed with Old Crow, on the rocks, to give it, an air class.
Seth, shut up. And what do you know? We're at the stable. We were literally within shouting distance of it before we got lost. Thanks, Jake.
But what about the adventure? All the things we got to see, like that rock that looked like Gary Busey.
Jake, every rock looks like Gary Busey. Now shut up. I hear a woman groaning. Whether in ecstasy or childbirth, I can't tell. Let's give him the shit and watch the beginning of Episcopalianism. My God, this is majestic. Painters in the future never came close to portraying the magic around this moment.
It's like nothing I've ever seen before. She's glowing. She's actually glowing.
I want to see. Hey, baby, we got your shit.
Seth, you're so drunk you can't even stand straight. Just fuck off back there.
Nah, shovel.
Seth, don't.
Hey, lady. Sorry, lady.
Oh, God, the fetus just spurted out of her like a tube of toothpaste.
Jesus Christ! Literally!
That must be where they got the name.
It doesn't even look like a baby anymore. Just red gack dumped over chicken bones.
Behold your savior! Oh, God, it's in my hair. I got Jesus juice in my hair.
Looks like, dude over there ain't too happy.
Jake, I think that's Joseph. He's Jesus' stepdad, and he looks like he's about to beat the shit out of Seth.
Isn't this the Middle East? Don't they, kill kids all the time?
Yes, it is, Jake, but it's a couple thousand years before they get real big on that. I wonder what he's saying. Let's see what the book says. Got it. Universal translation spell. Hickory, dickory, dock. Fucking come on.
What you gonna do to my baby? He was gonna inherit my cattle kingdom.
Wow,
He was my
yeah,
magic baby.
he's pretty
My silver
pissed.
bullet.
And
My
a hillbilly.
baby, you gonna ruin my
Who'd have thought that
magic
nomads
baby?
wandering the
God
desert
damn
would
it,
turn out to be
I'm gonna kill
uneducated
you. I'm gonna
swine?
kill
It's a good
you.
thing no one took this away from me yet. I'm coming,
Well, Joseph's dead, Jesus is dead, and Jake just went fucking mental on every living thing in the stable. Did you have a bad experience? Were you touched during a nativity play or something?
No, it was Hamlet, but that doesn't matter right now.
My baby! You done broke my cunt when you popped my baby like a blister!
So yeah, everyone who actually mattered at this event.
I think Mary mattered. I mean, being the mother of God and all.
She was just an easy bake oven, and from the looks of it, one with a pretty dim bulb.
Yeah, you're right. Well, at least I think we can safely say the Jews were right. Jesus wasn't the Son of God.
How can you say that?
Well, if there was a God, I sincerely doubt he'd have let a drunk Seth steamroll his only son out of his broodmare's twat like a date rapist prayer.
Well, I've had fun. What do you want to do now?
Alright, not that I buy any of that Christmassy shit, but I want to know whose dad actually was. Because if it wasn't God, then who was it?
Good call. After this experience, clearly the responsible thing to do is go back earlier so we can fuck things up more. Yeah, let's zip back in time.
Look, guys, all I know about time travel, I learned from the Terminator and the Sega game RoboCop versus the Terminator. If that taught me anything, it's that everything can be solved by going back in time.
Wasn't Terminator a self-fulfilling prophecy? You know, with the Terminator arm leading to cyber...
No! Shut up! It was about a robot learning to love!
Well, let's just do this then. The ants went marching 2 by 2. Hurrah! Fuck you, serious.
And with that, after butchering every part in a nativity play, our heroes went back to destroy Immaculate Conception.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house I was hung like a shrew, or even a mouse. The tube socks were hung by the chimney with care, not to be filled, 'cause my savings was bare. The 12 kids were locked in a room with no bed, while visions of CPS danced in their heads. Ma and her nightie, a used burlap sack, to cover a fat ass that I wouldn't tap. When out in the park there rose such a clatter, I stopped fucking my sock to see what was the matter. Way to the window I flew like a flash, opened the window, and lit up my hash. The moon on the tit of the new fallen snow made it look like the midday to the single wides below, when what to my glazed over eyes should appear but a flying fucking sleigh and 8 fucking reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he had a big dick. More rapid than NASCAR, his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on that one and this one, and go you. To the top of the trailer, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away, y'all. And then at the neighbors I heard on their roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in a hit and was turning around, through their front door Santa went with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his boot. That fucker had bling and a sack full of loot. Through the front window I watched him with glee, knowing that soon he'd be coming for me. I ran to the fridge, grabbed a can of cold cheer, screamed, "Santa, me next! I'll give you a beer!" He kept at his work. He never came near. That fat fuck was pretending that he couldn't hear. When he was done, he went back to his sleigh. He flew past my trailer and went out of his way. I went to the nightstand and pulled out my gun. If that fucker skips me, he'd better run. I ran out the door without putting on pants, 'cause the meth I just did made them feel like ants. I fired a few rounds up into the air. I didn't want to kill him, just give him a scare. But he didn't look over, no, he didn't show fear. At the sound of cop sirens was now drawn near. Put on the cuffs and slammed me into the hood. I guess that my gun woke up the whole neighborhood. As they interviewed witnesses, Santa left with no sound. But I'd be ready next year for that fucker to come round. As the officer spoke with a twinkle in his eye.
You're under arrest for disturbing the peace and discharging a firearm within city limits. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you.
Once again, it's Christmas Tips with Bill Slitman.
When decorating your house, take the time to do a walkthrough. See if there are any corners or rooms that lack in holiday charm. Burn these areas. Burn them out. They are the heretical spaces where atheists and Bob Newhart dwell, and they suck the joy out of the holidays. See this recording booth? It has no holiday charm. It must be sacrificed in the name of Santa.
Bill, what are you doing with that lighter? No, Bill. The foam is fucking flammable.
Merry fucking Christmas! And that was Christmas Tips with Bill Slitman.
All right, let's go find the hillbilly bitch and see who is penetrating her vaginally.
Hey, who are those three weirdos?
I don't know. They look familiar, though. That guy with the beard, the one who looks just like me, he looks like he might be the ringleader.
Yeah. The long-haired dude puking into his own lap? I think he might be drunk. Trust me, guys, I'm an expert on this.
I kind of want to fuck that third one.
It looks like they're arguing about something. Let's listen in. Jesus Christ, Jake. Literally, you're taking forever. Seth's already done crying.
Well, it'd be a lot easier to finish if you'd stop interrupting me.
Look, Jake, God didn't get Mary pregnant, and we're out of options. Turns out no one is into this bitch. Now give that turkey baster some of the old magic half and half so we can get it done and get the fuck out of here.
This is so fucking wrong. This is so wrong. I don't care why. This is just wrong.
Seth, all of the future, as we know it, depends on us. All three of us, ejaculating into that turkey baster and using it to artificially inseminate the Virgin Mary. We are literally making history here. We're doing God's work for him. So, if this whole three guys coming in a turkey baster and using it to essentially sexually assault a foreign woman who doesn't speak English makes you feel bad, just imagine. If Jesus, or someone like him, isn't born, then Nabisco never becomes a company. Johnny Carson gets resurrected as a demigod zombie. Tina Fey is actually funny. And the Budweiser Company never uses the Clydesdales for their Christmas commercials. That's what we do it for. Wow, that's pretty fucking hardcore.
I'll say. Do you know how many times three guys have to ejaculate in order to fill a turkey baster?
Not the point, Jake.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. I say we go home.
But what about the timeline and stuff?
Well, clearly, it fixes itself. I mean, come on. If we're already here doing it, then obviously it's gonna be done.
We could stop them.
Or we could go home and let alternate reality us's handle the hard part.
Yeah, that's pretty rock solid logic. Fuck it, let's go home. The ants go marching 3 by 3. Hurrah!
So, anyone want to talk about it?
Nope.
Good. Me neither.
Well, I've been doing some thinking, and hear me out here. But now that I think of it, it makes total sense. Just look at it.
No, I don't even want to know how we came to, or come to, or however the fuck it works with whatever tense and time travel and all that bullshit. I want nothing to do with it. I've got my crackers, I've got my booze, I just want to go to bed in the bathroom.
And I've got my footy pajamas, yay!
Just listen. It makes total sense. Jesus was a total manipulator of the masses, yeah? A shrewd, cunning man, like me. He said a lot of goofy shit, the kind of trite, love everybody shit that usually dribbles out of a child's mouth. Jake. And he hung out with hookers and could turn water into booze. I'm looking at you, Seth. Now, I'm not saying it's not some cosmic accident, but maybe spunk wasn't the only thing in that turkey baster. Maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of magic too. Now let's go get a fucking burger.
And so, our three heroes went about their Christmas Eve as usual. No one learned anything, and nothing good happened. Seriously, fuck you guys.